Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Our very own brother Peter Obi reacts to the demolition of properties going on in Lagos State. Sends serious message to Sanwo-Olu and to all Lagos government saying this is absurd. Let us tender, let us understand that there is a place called, mercy, and let us look at things more critically before we make any advance move that could possibly cause a real problem, not just for some people but for all. Eventually it's going to consume people. You see, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Just in, Peter Obi reacts to recent demolition of properties in Lagos, Abuja, others. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, has condemned the demolition of properties in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, and other cities in the country. In a statement on his X account on Thursday, Obi expressed worry over the mass destruction of properties across the country. He urged the government to focus on alleviating economic hardship, implementing necessary measures to lift people out of poverty rather than concentrating on destroying people's hard-earned savings and life work. He wrote, with it's with complete despair and unhappiness that I have followed the ongoing demolition of properties across the country, especially knowing the extra hardship such acts have been heaping on helpless citizens who are already battling with multiple demolition and poverty as it stands at the moment. What a responsible government should do under the current harsh economic condition in the country is to come up with measures aimed at alleviating the people's hardship and to carry out measures that would take more people out of poverty rather than destroying properties. Even if there are some violation as the government are claiming, this critical time is not the actual time to exercise this in a country that is experiencing hardship. And the consequence is that you impoverish the people even more who are struggling to make ends meet with their little resources. The poor in our midst who are putting their hard-earned resources to ensure that they come off these very issues are the very ones that are being more and more dipped into poverty. The demolition being demonstrated in this country are some people's savings, lifetime retirement, and aged long put together resources that is being demolished in a twinkle of an eye. My appeal, therefore, is for the respectful government to look at this more intensely, to consider the hardship in the country and try and put a human face on their actions, why we should enforce sensible regulations. All actions of government must show compassion. Peter Obi. So our very own brother Peter Obi has written to the government. On one side, Sanwo-Olu is destroying properties of Nigerians in the east. On the other side, Wike is destroying properties of FCT members in the in Abuja. So people are suffering. It is not a time to make them even suffer more. People's houses, lifelong, properties, work is being destroyed within a twinkle of an eye because, government says the houses are not where they should be. Agreed, the houses are not where they should be, but some people gave them planning permission. Some people aided and helped things to get to where it is today. Who are those people? Is it that these buildings have no form at all, of any, they just bought the land and they started building. There was no form of approval from the government, from lands and planning, nothing at all. And people just go on and start carrying out other activities. What exactly is going on and how did we get here? These are things that we should consider and think about the people. And like Peter Obi said, these are people's, life savings. These are people's, work that they have put together. Some are, all kinds of things have gone on. Some families, as we speak, they are in the hospital. Yes, trying to understand what has just happened to them, what has just hit them. Some are in the hospital, some are in different places, some have gone back to the villages. Yes, these are people who have been in town working, and trying to, get life going for them, investing in an environment. And guess what? You just come in a single day and you destroy all that they have. We need to, in this kind of situation, the government should consider things very critically before making hasty decisions. And if you look at it, it's beyond just them building without planning permits. It feels very strongly that, some persons are out to get the others. And so, like, what's going on in Lagos. Yes, we understand that some of this building may not have planning permit like the government has said. But what happened to long before now? Sanwo-Olu, you've done your first tenure. What happened that they did not see? Some people continue to build in the last 4 years. How come you allow things to go this bad? What happened up until now? Why did you allow things to get this bad? What exactly happened? So these are things that we all must look upon and understand so that there is no victimization of some people. It is truly, with an open heart and sincerity, in order to make things work for every single person. So, my people, these are things that are happening, and Peter Obi just had to lend his voice to the voiceless, on those who are suffering and those who are going through very serious issues at the moment. When you look at it, if you see the level of demolition, some of those buildings, the money that have been invested in them, you will weep, like seriously weep. And it is something to really consider, to think about what Peter Obi has said, ensuring that the right things are done. Yes, please don't forget, you are important, and every single one of us must contribute our part meaningfully in order to bring Nigeria to where it needs to be. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Every one of us have got a responsibility to ensure that the right things are done so that we can move forward as a nation. God bless. Have a good day. Bye for now. Bye-bye.